There was a time in Nigeria when people were afraid of one particular man. This man wasn't the military, he was not even a politician, but just the mention of his name, fear spread across the streets. In the heart of Benin City, life was once normal. People go about their daily businesses without fear. Cars filled the road, and then suddenly everything changed. There were whispers of a name that people were afraid of even mentioning. And even if they do it quietly. They tell you, don't trust every checkpoint you see on the road. Because sometimes it was not the police waiting on the checkpoints. This man's name was Lawrence Anini. The law, as they often call him, did not just rob the city, he studied fear. He understood the system, its weaknesses, its blind spots, and he used it to his advantage. But before the fear, the sirens, and the gunshots, Lawrence was just a boy no one noticed. As a young man, Lawrence learned very fast. The streets became his classroom, and the rules were simple. Take what you can, trust no one, fear is power. He began small, with petty theft, errand to hardened men, quick money earned in silence, but this was not enough for him. And so he went further, and he crossed the line. He dived into armed robbery, where money came fast, and the consequences faster. But what set him apart was his control. He was calm, deliberate, and always thinking ahead. And soon he was not just part of the gang, but he became the leader. And then the name began to spread. At first it was just whispers, then came the warnings and the fear. Anini became a presence, something that seemed to exist everywhere, all at once. And his ability to evade capture made him feel untouchable. The police tried. Operations were launched. Roadblocks were set up. Patrols increased. But he always seemed one step ahead. There were even whispers that he had informants in the system. Others said he has jazz, that he could disappear at the sight of policemen. Whether this was true or not, no one knows. But it made him feel more dangerous and untouchable. And that changed him. His robberies became bolder. He could rob in broad daylight without being afraid. His name spread around Benin City and other states. Anini was feared by everyone. But with all his confidence and boldness, you will not believe how he was finally caught. No matter how powerful a man is, there is always a little crack. And for Anini, it came from within. As at this point, the police were under pressure to stop him by all costs. And so they changed tactics. They stopped chasing him blindly and they focused more on his associates, his close men, his right-hand men. And that was how one of them was caught. And during interrogation, this guy gave the police critical information. He told the police where the law was hiding and how he moves. And that was how the police closed in while the law was resting in his hideout in Benin City, believing that he's still untouchable. But this time, he was wrong. The system has finally caught up with him. When the officers moved in to arrest him, he attempted to escape. During the operation, he was shot and wounded, losing his ability to walk properly. And that was when everything changed. The man who had once outrun the police, checkpoints, and patrol teams was captured alive. In 1987, Lawrence Anini was finally executed by firing squad. No comebacks, no shadows, no more whispers of his name. The man who had turned a city into a place of fear was no more. So now tell me, was he simply a criminal or was he a product of a system that created him? Drop your thoughts.